Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me, Heidi Jakoby, for Table Talk. Today, I have Jim Dobens here to talk about warrant article number 50, which was brought by petition to the planning board and to our town, requesting a temporary building moratorium. So again, we're going to talk about the warrant article and see what Jim has to say. So Jim, could you introduce yourself?
Sure, Jim Dobens. I reside at 4 Eagle Drive in Hudson, been there for the last 41 years.
Great. And Jim, tell us a little bit why you brought this warrant forward.
Well, first of all, I think we all know that building and development, frankly, has gotten out of control within the town. And I believe that this town has no idea what it wants to be when it grows up, or what it wants to look like in the next 10 to 20 years from right now. Decisions made today are going to impact us in the future in ways that a lot of the leadership, I don't believe, understands. This will also give us a chance to conduct an infrastructure study to see what we're really going to need. You know, the building moratorium isn't forever,
Right.
short term.
Right. So a building moratorium sounds like a big step and would have a major impact on development of all kinds. What was the reason you thought it was vitally important right now, seeing that there has been both residential and other development in town?
Well, we need to take a quick breather, is the way that I look at it. We're not going to be stopping all construction. We currently have developments that are being built today. There are some in the planning and development phase that are being worked on. This will give us a chance, again, as I've said before, to conduct that infrastructure study that can be integrated into an overall master plan. The building moratorium is just a small strategic or tactical move to allow us to take a breath and truly plan out with what's happening.
This article aims to manage rapid development challenges, ensuring better traffic utility and public safety management. How might this help to accomplish this goal?
Again, it's going to give us a breather. It's going to allow us to take a step back and assess our departments. You know, what is the police department, fire department, DPW going to need? You know, what should the schools be expecting? Again, short term does not impact the long term development within the town of Hudson. I am all for responsible development within this town. But again, I think we need to take a breath. I mean, I believe residents today are surprised and frankly stunned when they cross the Sagamore Bridge and see all that beautiful land completely cleared. They're surprised what's happened with high density housing that's popped up on Lowell Road, or smaller developments of 8-9 homes on an acre of land, it seems.
Right.
I mean, we need to truly get a grasp on what's transpiring.
And I saw that there was a stop the moratorium if the master plan is completed. So what's the importance of that master plan, and how does that work into this warrant article?
I mean, the building moratorium allows you to take that pause. It allows you to then go do an infrastructure study that can be incorporated in developing a master plan for the town. As I said, a master plan will help us define what the town's vision, what we want to look like in 10 to 15 years from now. That does not exist today.
Right. And in this warrant article, you had said that if the master plan is completed, then the moratorium would be lifted.
Yes.
Could you explain a little bit about that?
I mean, once you develop your master plan, which comes from the infrastructure study, which comes from, putting a temporary building moratorium on, you then develop a master plan that meets all of those goals. So then you immediately pull the building moratorium off and you move forward, because within the master plan, it'll now give you guidelines of what you can build and not build within the town of Hudson based on what the residents truly want. It'll also give you a chance to take a hard look at the zoning within the town of Hudson. I mean, as an example, if they build the Hudson Boulevard, that's all rated G1.
Right.
You can build anything there, which I think a lot of the residents of the town do not understand. So it'll also give us a chance to pause and study what our zoning rules are. I mean, heck, as a sidebar, I felt like I got hoodwinked back in 2016-17 when they put a 50-foot building height warrant article together. Well, leadership within the town knew exactly what that was going to do and what it was for. The average resident did not.
Right.
So guess what? Fool me once, okay, you won't fool me again.
And the master plan is really a document, a living document that should help the planning board make plans for the future that fit into that plan.
Well, yeah, I mean, what it's going to do is it will provide them the guidelines and rules of what can go in and not go in. I mean, I hear today, well, we have to approve it because the zoning says we have to approve it. Well, let's take a step back and change the zoning, change the rules, such that it develops into what a vision of what our town would be. The master plan becomes a living, breathing document for us.
Right. Why did you exclude residential development in this Warrant article?
Well, I mean, residential development, to me, I mean, we're going to continue to have that. I mean, residential development can be very responsible residential development, both for single-family homes and multifamily homes. They just need to be well planned out. I mean, we do have, you know, I hate to say it, there is a housing crisis.
Right.
There isn't a commercial development crisis, but there is a housing crisis. And I believe that responsible residential development is needed,
Right.
and can be done.
And if this is passed by our voters, what is your hope for this?
Well, I'm hoping that the planning board seriously considers this and puts it into effect. What I would tell you is, in my opinion, I don't believe they take any of this seriously. So I would hope that the Board of Selectmen would also step in. At the same time, there's a warrant article to add a town manager. So a town manager will start to become accountable and things will begin to change. If the planning board and the town choose not to sponsor this, should it pass, again, as I've said before, game on. We'll figure out another way to approach this to get accountability built into the town and bring ourselves, you know, back into a place that we love to call home.
Right. And again, for our viewers, this was a petition warrant article, so it's not just Jim bringing this forward, but a group of citizens who thought it was important to take a pause, to create this moratorium, and to really think about what the future of Hudson should or will look like, and to help our planning board and our elected officials to understand that. Jim, do you have any final words for our viewers?
Yeah, just a quick final statement. It is time to take a pause and review what has been done and what is being done, because it truly is getting out of hand. Residents are stunned today, you know, with the irresponsible development happening in our town. We can then build a real master plan that meets the needs of the residents and not the developers or the state's vision of what Hudson should look like. So vote to pass this warrant article number 50
Yes.
in March.
Thank you, Jim, for being here today. This moratorium is for you, the voters, to decide. On March 12th, you will have 50 warrant articles to look at and to vote on. Please take your time, be curious, get your answers, and come out and vote March 12th. Thank you.